Yodi ho ho ho, what's going on everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got an all new Rockwood floor plan for you today. It's the 2026 Rockwood I'm sorry. I'm already blanking out. You know, they hire me because I'm friendly. It's the 405CBH, and this one is actually the Flagstaff too, but I'll just call it Rockwood Flagstaff. It doesn't matter. Two in the same thing. They're both going to be sister products. So you got Flagstaff over here, Rockwood over there. So really call it however you want to see it. But this is a pretty darn cool floor plan. And I wanted to come over here to show you that little back door. So this is going to be kind of a bunk model that doesn't focus on the bunk model, if you know what I'm saying. So it's a little bit more conducive for those rainy days. Now, this is brand spanking new. So today I'm down at the Forest River Sneak Peek here in Elkhart, Indiana, where they bring in all the dealerships and try to get them, you know, to buy all the newest and latest and greatest and everything that comes out for 2026. So as specifications come out for this, as price links come out for this, I'll put that down in the description. But I hope you guys find some value in this video. Hit that like and subscribe for daily RV tours. I do 365 of these bad mamma jammas a year, baby. But again, it's the 2026 Flagstaff, Rockwood, whatever you want to call it, 405CBH. And I love that sticker right there, 6-sided aluminum frame construction, because most of your RVs are going to be 4 or 5. But man, when you walk in, it just feels roomy. Now, I know this floor plan will not be for everybody. And I'm going to go ahead and close this because it's like 100 degrees outside. And they shut the generators off, so I'm trying to soak up as much as the AC as I can. But this floor plan won't be for everybody, that is for sure. However, I think it's going to be a big winner for a lot of people that have kids. Like for our family at home, we have 4 kids. RVs are very hard to come by, especially ones that don't make you want to bang your head against a wall when you're in the living room. And there's something about this that just screams roomy, and I like it. And I think it's because this TV is kind of recessed and the refrigerator kind of comes out. What do you guys think? But you got a big old slide right here, flush mount slide as well with your kind of your seating and eating. And this is going to be the bench seating, which, you know what? So they say it's always 6-sided aluminum frame construction. If you guys have seen some of my other videos, I like to call it 7-sided, because what brand do you know does underneath the underneath like the dinette and stuff like that? You know, Rockwood, you got your Columbus, your River Ranch, they do it. But you also have a little bit of storage under there. But I like to call it 7-sided aluminum frame construction because of that. So I'm going to start back here in this back bunk room, if you can even say start, considering we're 3 minutes in. But this slide starts with the TV and goes into the bunk room, leading you into a desk, which I think is fantastic. Whether or not the kids are going to get work done, or if you need a little mobile office, or if the kids want to set up like, you know, their gaming stuff, this would be a perfect place to do it. You got the Connex TV with the built-in JBL soundbar, which is pretty darn nice. You also have window, pop-up power tower, and then, you know, you have your window with a breeze right there. Obviously the Dracula shades, as you can see. But I think the cool part is you can actually use some of this for storage. And I don't know how this is working. Okay, so that's too cool for school. So that opens up. You have a strut there to help you. So now I'm hands-free. And then you can pull it down. I don't want to do it too hard. Haven't seen that before, but then you have your door there. So perfect place to store like all the kids' bikes, maybe even like a dirt bike or something like that could go back there. Little steamer stink sucker, little toot sucker for the kids right there. So I think that's pretty cool. And then each kid also has a set of outlets and USBs along with a window as well. So there's not going to be any type of arguing here. You also have a dimmer, which I think is pretty darn nice. You know, that's kind of cool. Maybe at night they're watching a movie or something like that, and then kind of, you know, dim it down and kind of get ready for nighttime. So I think that's pretty snazzy. And then, dang, baby, you got a ton of room for all your stuff. You even have 4 pull-out drawers there underneath, too, as well. But I'll tell you, as I get older and as I get grumpier and as I tour more RVs, I'm starting to realize how many of these bunk models are just that. They're only bunk models. They're not functional bunk models. And this one really works because the kids have their own room, albeit be a little bit smaller. And then the adults have this. There is plenty of seating. Yes, it's not one mammoth couch, but I don't care what people say. That's 4 spots to sit. This is 2, and they're extra wide. They're power recliners. You got 4 places for drinks, so you can drown out the kids with some apple juices right there. And then bada bing, bada boom, baby. Look at all the the window space that you get. And speaking of window space, or head height. You know, you got about 6'3" right there. And they call it the little triple tap. So you could go bop, bop, walling, seals, and slide out. Okay, so I kind of did that on both sides. But laminated strength right there. So laminated sidewalls, even in the slides, which is cool. The TV is rather large. And then right here, you got yourself a little hinge for a little bit of hidden storage, which is pretty darn cool. Fireplace here up underneath, and the way that it's positioned can really keep everybody in the camper nice and a roasty and a toasty, which is nice because it's next to the kids' room, and it's out here in the living room as well. Very cool. I love this slide setup. I think it's just super nice. And then right here, you got your Magic Chef refrigerator. They got it locked up, so I don't want to open it up. There might be some little hidden snacks or something like that for the dealers tomorrow. But you got an 18 cubic foot Magic Chef 12 volt refrigerator. So you got plenty of power there. And I think they got 200 watts of solar. Yeah, 200 watt solar panel there up top, which is going to be nice. It'll keep that powered up for sure. You know, as long as it's got, you know, pretty good sun to it. But solid surface countertops with the flip up countertops. So bop, bop, bop. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also have the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And for those of you that are wondering, because I got Babe out on camera, she is not going to be a regular on the channel because obviously we have 4 kids and traveling with 4 kids is very hard. But we are going to make her a more of a regular on the channel. So we're thinking we're going to take maybe a trip up to Indianapolis about every 2-3 weeks. She's going to hop on about 4 or 5 videos. And then we're going to have a little date night, and that'll be our drop them off at Grandma's and kind of get a night away about once a month or so, maybe a little bit more if we can con Grandma into it. But that is our goal, because I had a ton of fun. You guys all were so nice, so I'm super thankful for that. You guys were really, really cool. Everyone was very kind. Usually people are pretty mean on the internet, but I'll tell you, man, not much to dislike about my wife or say mean anyway, but I thought somebody was going to say something crazy. But very, very cool experience, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. 3 slide-out controls, your 2 awning controls, your solar amp control right there, and then you have your heat ducts right here as well. So you're going to notice none in the floor, which is going to be nice. And then as we flip it up into here, 1-piece fiberglass for the shower with the Tri-Glide glass series. You also have a little place where you can hike up a leg there too as well. You also have your place where you can put some shampoos. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you have your porcelain foot flush thrown here. And then you have a mirror with the backlit to perfectly shine up the old bowling gun, baby. But you can also put in, you know, your toothbrushes and deodorants. Plastic bowl. You also got the old ring tap there, baby. And then here into the bedroom. Pretty classic for the old Rockwood bedrooms. I love it. You got the queen bed, maybe a king bed. Looks pretty big. Maybe I think it's a queen. But showing off that 7th side of the aluminum frame construction. It's pretty darn nice to have that. And then you have the 80-inch ceiling height right there. And then you have outlets, USBs, windows, and then you have a couple dressers there up top. And then right here, you're going to have your emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. And then boom, boom. TV is going to be a smart TV, so your insignia. And then right here, you have your washer and dryer prep inside the closet there too as well. And I like how they designed it because it's adjustable shelving, but it can also be the washer and dryer. A lot of companies do it, but some of them just leave it blank with one opening there up top. And then they seem to have that right there, which I'm not really sure what that's for, but maybe you guys know. You got kind of the black glass. Let's close that up. Look at that. Pretty cool. And I like the coat hangers that you got there. I like how you have the pull-out drawer down there. But all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I'm going to step around on the outside and show you what I can. Hopefully it's not too cramped up. Oh, gosh, excuse me. But again, it's the 2026 Rockwood 405CBH. The Rockwood Flagstaff, baby. Whichever way you want to go with it. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description. Oh, lost the Birkenstock. See that little wrinkle right there? Just took my sandal with it. About bit it. All right, so here on the outside, pretty classic. I mean, we all know you got the fiberglass siding, molded fiberglass front cap. The one thing that they do have is spray foam up in the front cap, which is going to be really nice. Aluminum frame construction. You're also going to have your frameless windows. And then you also have your big old awning right there. That's a big old sucker. And you got a second one hanging off of this right here. And you also notice you have your slide topper too. So it's nice to be able to have them both. Open up this. You got your pass-through storage. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. The step above step, so you have easy entrance in, and you also notice how you have that little part right there. That is because this is going to be one of those easy lift, not easy entrance. It is an easy entrance, but it's an easy lift. So pretty darn cool. You also have 16-inch Goodyear Endurance tires, and I believe they have ABS on them as well. I think that was one of the things. But Solera 3000 series for the awning, so it's a little bit upgraded. We'll run off that 200 watts of solar. You don't have to worry about getting trapped there. And then you have your quick connect for your LP, your towing capability. So you have a 3,000 pound tow rating, 300 pound hitch rating, and a 4-way flat, 250 pound weight capacity for the ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof. You know, check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up. And then of course you have your backup camera prep there too as well. Now it looked like I couldn't get onto the other side, but you do have, look at that, a little tight in there, but a little place where you can get a 30 rack of Rooney, no problemo. So I think that's pretty darn nice. See if I can get around onto the other side from over here. Classic on the front storage here. I'll show you that real quick. It's a place where you can fit in 2 batteries. Solar charge controller, battery disconnect in that front right area right there. And then as you come along here, nice. Okay, so we do have access to it pretty much all the way, so that's nice. Propane, so your other propane was on the other side there. This is going to be the back side of that pass-through storage. You also have your electric auto leveling. So it's not the hydraulic, it is the electric. This is locked, but I believe that is going to be your docking station. So it'll have an outdoor shower. It'll also have your bypass valves, your water filter, things of that nature. Your docking lights will be right here, and then a pull valve there for your dump station. Gas and electric water heater as well. And then this is where you're going to access the ice maker. And of course, that's locked as well. But yeah, okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the tour. I hope to catch you guys next time. Hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content, and I do mean daily. But again, it's the 2026 Rockwood Flagstaff 405CBH. Have a great day. See you.